Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day today and welcome to the Legendary Sage channel. Now in this video I'm going to be addressing a character known as Juggernaut, who is a massively powerful character who's been a major antagonist to the Xmen for many decades. Now, barring his appearances as Kuurth, Breaker of Stone, and a short run that Colossus was actually carrying the Juggernaut title, Juggernaut typically goes by and has traditionally been the man Cain Marko. Now, Cain Marko is 6'10", 900 pounds. He has blue eyes and red hair, and the Juggernaut first made his appearance in Xmen number 12 in the July of 1965. Cain Marko is the son of Kuurth Marko, who became Charles Xavier's stepfather when he marries Sharon Xavier after the death of her husband Brian, for which Kuurth is actually partially responsible. Now, Kuurth favors Charles and abuses his own son Cain. Therefore, Cain resented Charles and bullied him frequently and always kept a seething hate for Charles Xavier. Cain Marko and his stepbrother Charles both served in the U.S. Army, and they were stationed in Korea. Now, Marko finds a hidden temple dedicated to the entity Cyttorak. Upon entering, Marko finds and holds a huge ruby and reads the inscription on the stone aloud. And it says, "Whosoever touches this gem shall be granted the power of the crimson gem of Cyttorak. Henceforth, you who read these words shall become forevermore a human juggernaut." Now, the gem channels Cyttorak's power into Marko, and the transformation causes a cave-in, and the character is buried and presumably killed, not being heard from again until a sudden assault on the X-Men's headquarters. This gem of Cyttorak, it empowers him with magical energies, and it transforms him into an immortal avatar for the entity in question. As the Juggernaut, Marko possesses superhuman strength, being capable of shattering mountains, lifting and using buildings as weapons, and an extreme durability. Juggernaut is also able to generate a mystical force field that grants him additional invulnerability to any physical attack when it's at its maximum. Even when the force field is temporarily absorbed by the likes of, let's say, Thor's hammer, the Juggernaut is naturally durable enough to withstand a blow from Thor and Mjolnir. Now, the Juggernaut is described as physically unstoppable once in motion, and that is his hallmark. He does not tire from physical activity and is able to survive without food, water, or oxygen. The Juggernaut heals quickly, and when he's stabbed through the eyes by Shatterstar in one issue, the wounds were healed almost immediately. Juggernaut has also been able to, almost within seconds, regenerate from being basically incinerated to being a skeleton. So his healing factor is known as one of the most powerful in the Marvel Universe, on par with individuals such as Deadpool, Wolverine, and the Hulk. Now, it's possible for an opponent with sufficient physical or mystical strength of their own to turn the Juggernaut's unstoppable movement against him by redirecting his motion so that he can get stranded in a position in which he has no escape. Now, both the Hulk and his son Scar have done this physically, and Thor has done it mystically with Mjolnir, his hammer. The only character to have stopped Juggernaut while he was in motion as an act of pure physical strength was the Hulk while he was War, a horseman of Apocalypse, and he was empowered with the Celestial's technology. When Cain Marko gains complete access to the gem's powers during the Tryon saga, it increases his power 1,000-fold. Now, Tryon Juggernaut is capable of altering the size of matter, growing in size, tracking, levitation, absorbing, and projecting energy, increasing his own strength, and creating portals through space-time itself. Now, typically speaking, the character is only vulnerable to mental attacks, a weakness that's been exploited by the removal of his helmet, which normally protects him from such. The Juggernaut has circumvented this weakness on occasion by wearing a metal skull cap inside of his main helmet. If Juggernaut loses his helmet, he can magically recreate it from available raw materials as long as he possesses the full power of Cyttorak's gem. Now, after Cyttorak's re-empowering of Cain Marko, his strength and durability were raised to higher levels than ever before, and his vulnerability to mental attacks was negated. So as you can see, Juggernaut is a massively powerful character. He's been very popular with myself and among many fans for many years. Now, of course, with every character biography I do, I have to give my Sage rating. And due to Juggernaut's immense power and his influence on the Marvel Universe, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give him a solid 8, which is a rating of nostalgic. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. You take care. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Legendary Sage.